What's up YouTube? I'm your man Buck and I'm back here with another video. What you're going to see is a hardcore defuse played in the Warzone server, and if you haven't already, come and join us in the Warzone. This is my clan's Battlefield 4 PS4 server and we play hardcore defuse. So if you're a hardcore defuse player, make sure you favorite this server and come and join us when we're online. I'm sorry for not uploading a video, and I think it's been about a week since my last upload. Life hits you sometimes. I had a lot of things going on, spending time with the kids, spending time with the wife, and just enjoying life. So, haven't really had time to play a whole lot of video games, and I haven't uploaded any videos here recently. But I'm gonna try to get on a schedule. I'm gonna try to upload Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, or I may just try and upload on Mondays and Fridays. But I'm gonna get on a schedule, and it'll be more predictable when I'll have a video out, so you guys can come by and watch that video. But thanks so much for watching this video. And what I want to talk about today is I want to talk more about H-Hour. In my last video, I did an H-Hour discussion on the 3 gameplays that were, or mechanics that were released to us from SOF Studios. And since that video, there have been 2 more that have been released, and I will link those videos down in the description below. But the first one that was released was the mechanic of Guns Hot. For those of you who haven't been around the SOCOM series and don't know what Guns Hot is, it's when your gun gets into the ready to fire position when there's an enemy or a threat in your area. Now that in your area can be in front of you, behind you, to your left or right. It also can be above you or below you. There's a set, distance that is programmed into the game that will, once an enemy gets into that position or within that distance, your gun will get to the ready to fire position, and this allows you to know when an enemy is in your vicinity. It may, for people who haven't played SOCOM, this may seem like a cheap gimmick, but it's a very useful tool for many of us SOCOM players. And I'm glad that David Sears is bringing this back to H-Hour. And the reason I say it's a useful tool is, for me, I've always used this not only to be able to know when someone's around me, but I don't really like to camp. And that's not to say that I don't do it at times, because there are situations where I believe it's beneficial for you and for your team to just kind of camp back and let the enemy come to you. But there's sometimes where there's those situations where, the enemy may have the bomb. He's the last guy left. We have 4 guys, alive. The round's going to end in a draw if we're playing demolition and he has the bomb and we can't get it from him, or we can't find him and kill him. So this Guns Hot allows 1 or 2 people on your team to just kind of roam the map and see where their guns get into the ready position at. And this allows you to make that call out, and you can strategically converge on that last player and try and win the game, as opposed to having the game end in a draw. So Guns Hot it's a very useful mechanic. It also, on the flip side, if you're 1v4, it allows you to know when there's enemies in your area, and you can either, try and strategically move, or you can go ahead and set up your defenses and either place some PMN mines down, or get into a better position to be ready to attack. So Guns Hot is very useful. And here we were up, I believe we were up 5 players to 2, and then my team just drops like flies. So I let this guy run by. There's no sense in me shooting him right now. He has to defuse the bomb. So then I pop him, and I have some bad aim. I don't get the second guy, but we still get the bomb to detonate, and we still win this round. So the bad aim didn't cost me there, but that's a strategic move to not shoot at that first guy, and it worked out for the betterment of the team right there. But yes, Guns Hot. Glad to see that back in SOCOM, or in H-Hour. I keep calling it SOCOM. I'm sorry to do that. I know this game is not SOCOM, but it has that SOCOM feel, and it just makes me want to call it SOCOM. But I'm glad Guns Hot is in H-Hour. And it also was confirmed that if you're carrying a grenade, which was a bug in the earlier SOCOMs, if the enemy was carrying a grenade, your opponent's gun will not go hot if you walk by them. That is no longer, that bug is not going to be in this game. So if you're walking near someone with a gun out, a grenade, or even a teddy bear, if you're on the opposing team, the enemy's gun will get to the ready to fire position. So no more running around with grenades, guys. The second video was just showing the mechanics of the doors, and it was very funny, and but it also showed that you will be able to open and close doors, and also if you're carrying C4 in your loadout, you'll be able to breach any door, which is very useful because I remember in SOCOM 2, I did it a lot, and I know other players did it as well. You would place a PMN mine on the seal of the door and then close it. And so as soon as the door was open, that PMN mine triggered and it killed whoever opened the door. So now being able to breach doors, you can just place a C4 on the door, back away, wait for it to blow up. It'll blow up the mine or the claymore that could be on the other side of that door. Because I know there were a lot of players that would place a claymore by the door and they would just go and sit in a corner in a room. It eliminates all of that now. So I definitely will be carrying C4 in my loadout on a lot of the maps now. I won't say I'll do it all the time, but I will do it more than I have in the past because it seems like C4 will be very useful now that you can use it to breach doors. So doors will open and close, so the maps will have that dynamic element that it had back in the earlier SOCOMs. And I know in SOCOM 2, one of my favorite maps to play was Vigilance, and being able to open and close doors, it creates a whole another element of the game. And it may seem like something that's very simple, something that's very minute, but being able to close and open doors, it really changes the dynamic of the game. It slows it down a little bit, but it also creates that extra element of tactical gameplay that you have to have in this caliber of a game. Like I said, you won't be able to just camp behind a door or just place your claymore, your C4, or whatever it may be behind that door anymore. You have to think that the enemy not only can just open the door, they can also breach the door. And I'll transition back to the gameplay. I was down 1 versus 3. I got 2 of the kills, and me and this last guy were playing cat and mouse. I have the bomb, and I had the bomb all 3 rounds in this game, and I was very aggressive with the bomb. So I plant this claymore, and I'm going to plant the bomb to draw him out. As the attacking team, it's very important to get the bomb down because it puts the pressure on the defending team. There's 45 seconds from the time you plant the bomb to the time it will detonate, and it takes about 7 to 7.5 seconds to defuse the bomb. Now I made a mistake here. I should not have gone out these doors because when the doors slide open, you can hear it clear as day. So I hear this guy defusing the bomb, and so I get ready to run in, and I know he hears me, I hear him. We both shoot each other, we kill each other, and that gives my team the win. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share and favorite. Also subscribe so you can stay up to date on my content, and I'll make sure to upload on a regular schedule. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. Both of those are down in the description below. And as always, I'm your man Buck. Peace.